So we got a few mods. We can teleport wherever we want, and the Underground Racing League has been massively reduced. We have more payouts, we have basically a bunch of quality of life improvements, so this is actually the first time we're featuring that mod. Sheetabelto. I think my textures are messed up. My textures look really messed up. Oh wow, they really buffed this car. Dude, I like that they maxed out Rachel's car. It gives it a special atmosphere. It feels like a PlayStation 2 game. With these textures. More than it should be. What's the top speed on this thing? Holy shit. Oh yeah, it's true, the review mirror only appears in this camera because at the time that was an issue, right? For consoles, rendering a review mirror that only works if only parts of the car are being rendered, otherwise it would be too many polygons at once on the screen. Okay, this is fun, dude. This buffed up car from Rachel here is really fun. Kinda want to keep it. I wouldn't mind blasting through the game in this car. After the prologue, oops. Come back. Or not, it doesn't matter. Easy. What I absolutely love about the opponents, whenever you touch them, they will hard steer into you, which is primarily a problem when you have a slow car. The thing is, the game has a really good look by itself, so trying to ray trace it kind of destroyed a lot of the intended look of the game. You probably need to introduce ray tracing without destroying the original look of the game. I think that's the real challenge for these mods. So in case you don't know how to use this mod, you go to where you want to go, and when it says, are you sure you want to engage the GPS system, you say no, and then you get the teleport. It aged better in terms of looks. Interesting. I guess it comes down to how much do you hate the yellow filter. Right?
If you have something to say, then just spit it out already.
She mad. To be fair, I don't remember the last time we ever used it, so. I also don't remember the 106. Like now we have like both versions, right? We have the European and the American version. 106, alright. Stock 106. Let's give it a go. The Corsa is the second best car in the game. Well, the mods that we have today will give us a lot more cash, so swapping cars should be fairly easy. And if you haven. Nice subtitles. Somebody should fix the subtitles, man. The subtitles are really messed up. Hey dude, Rachel. what are these subtitles, dude? They're so broken. Who made these? Somebody tell the extra options team that they really messed up the subtitles. It looks like a developer driving. When was that song from? Man, they mess up so badly at the beginning of the race here. Nearly every time. Let's retain the original look for a little bit longer. I like that one more. Can't change the exhaust yet, goddammit. Got some ricey rims. How much money do I have? I'm already broke. I'm already broke, man. You don't like the exhaust? It feels like it wants to stab you, man. EA with putting ads in their games. I mean, this game has ads, right? Like you have a bunch of, look at this, there's Pontiac, right? If that's how they make ads, I'm fine with it. I don't give a shit if there's billboards in my game. But imagine you have a commercial break. Imagine you're playing for an hour and then you have a commercial break and you can't play. Like that would be worse. That would be so much worse, right? If they have tasteful ads that are not interrupting the gameplay, right? If it's actually naturally integrated, right? If you're playing in a world and then, well, in the real world you also run into ads that you kind of ignore. It's always down to the implementation, like can they do it right or not? I would be surprised if the deluxe editions then are basically, oh, you're never gonna get ads, something like that. Imagine the ultimate edition of whatever game you're buying is basically without ads. But you know, in the worst case, I'm thinking about like mobile game ads, you know, where you basically have to stop playing, watch the ad, and then you can continue. Imagine the ultimate edition. You get 3 days early access, you get some cosmetic DLC and no ads. Adblock mod for the next Need for Speed. You know, I'm actually at a point where I would barter with the companies. Okay, so if you give me a good game, I will accept ads. Something like that. Because at the end of the day, I just want a good game, man. Like, I don't want another mediocre Need for Speed that I will stop playing after a week. Make sure you don't. I wonder why the subtitles are broken. No traffic and no streets. And since you. More close calls, get more nitrous. Hey, exactly 40 seconds. You know what's nice about this, quality of life mod? It also puts more events on the map. So you don't have to reload your save file all the time if you want other events to spawn. And you can enable to see all the hidden events too. Like all of these things make this game a lot nicer to play again, in my opinion. It's just another small box. But come on, how the fuck did you mess it up so badly at the race start? Gotta be honest though, like when it comes to tracks like this, I think they did it a lot better in games like High Stakes or Hot Pursuit. Even Carbon had better events outside of the world map. Katana is an exhaust. People like this exhaust, from what I can tell. The game Underground 2 is very long. Fast travel makes it a lot more comfortable to play. This game definitely left an impression on the world. I don't think there was ever a week where someone didn't mention this game. It was definitely one of those games. Yeah. Keep it red, then you guys might think it's actually a Golf. They scoop some air. Honestly, I feel like the default ones look way better. Because the default ones, they are modeled after the car and they actually have higher polygon count. Looking good. What's up with the suspension? 1000 horsepower? Doesn't look like it. I'm not sure I'm in first. No, I'm not. Hey guys, Kuru here. Check out Instant Gaming for cheap game keys. Click the link in the description below. Mistakes were made. I always said I don't really have a problem if they wanna make more money with DLC as long as the base game is good. The problem is, usually what happens is the base game is less good. So less people buy the game, then they're gonna try to make up the money with DLC. Right? That's just not the right way to go about things. So usually, they just save money while making the game. The game is not as good as the predecessor, and then they're gonna try to make up for the missing money with some overpriced DLC. Although I will say I really enjoyed the Hot Wheels DLC, both of them. Also the Lego DLC, like those were actually DLCs that I think were worth spending money on. Oh, already burning the engine. Shit! The Underground Racing League will now have less events and less laps, so you don't spend your entire playthrough in the Underground Racing League.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am.
Damn it! Cruise it by day, work it by night. Taking the car from all the show to all go. Go, 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 blow the engine! Ah, good enough. I'm not sure, I mean, right now I would say the car that I like the most would be the Supra. But to be fair, I never tried the Corsa, I kinda wanna try it out. So, known as Opel in Germany and Austria, Vauxhall Corsa. I love these Japanese English pronunciation of everything. The British shit box is back. Oh, whoa, it's actually quite speedy. That was a quick start, man. It looks so aggressive. Has a decent amount of carbon fiber too. Dude, I swear the original ones look way better when it comes to the side mirrors. I think they just did a bad job. They did a bad job on the side mirrors. They don't look very good. I kinda want to. Now that it's carbon, gotta keep a fresh head, Kinda mood for green.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Swag Messiah.
How green do you want your car? Yes. Greener. Ooh, that actually looks kinda cool. I love debug, man. Right, rear. I don't hate it, man. I gotta be honest, I don't hate it. For some reason, I like this. I gotta destroy at least one car per stream, A debug livery. That way, you know exactly if you actually installed the vinyl as you planned. The rear is on the rear, the front is on the front, left is left, right is right. It's my project car. Curious, how many people in here had this car or had their parents drive this car? Plus in the chat. Opel Corsa owners? Scott, really? In Brazil, the Corsas were made by Chevrolet. Really? Full body flames. Okay, buddy. Now we're on fire. I look like traffic lights now, man. Just in the wrong order. Why does the starter girl explode all the time? What is this magic? Imagine the starter girl was just a flashbang. It's Japanese. Oh, she's anime. She's a sex bomb. Man, this guy's ugly. Idiot. Cost me the race, man. 69. Nice. Mr. 420. Nice driving. Shit. They should give you a little bit more time on these race starts. They're so quick. Oh, come on. But this is by far the hardest track event. Like, I've lost this event so many times. It happens all the time. That was bullshit, because the game does not allow you to change the lane here. You're locked into that lane, and this time it was a traffic car. And this game doesn't have a pursuit breaker, so you can't break the lane system. It's just like the timing in Carbon, right? You crash and he starts laughing at you. Yeah, same thing here. Like, what the hell, dude? There's a lane on the right, but you can't take it. The game won't let you. It's really annoying. Bad RNG. I think I can get by in the oncoming traffic, but not on the right lane, which is super obvious. But this race is super mad. It's really hard. I won't be surprised if many people switch to a different difficulty for this one. Let's see if the car is there again. But this time it isn't, so now it's fine. The RNG on this event is so bad because it shows you 4 lanes, but it can only drive on 2. So very often you will change to a lane that doesn't even exist, or you try to change to a lane that doesn't let you choose it. Red looks so simple. Oh, there's space on the right. Why don't you go to the right? Because the game doesn't let you. The opponents are really fast too, so you can't really... You can't pass him in the oncoming on the left. Same thing with this guy. There we go. Right, you see 4 lanes, but effectively you can use 2. That is what gets you. And the car looks a lot more planted in this camera. And this is the opposite. Planted. Just high. Whoa. 2 out of 3 in a single move, let's go. 2 out of 4 derby races recommend that shortcut. Leave me some space, brother. Of course. And Pendulum's still my favorite bands. Like, I'm happy when they release stuff. Ah, that spoiler looks like a hanger from my shirt, man. Now that I look at it, it has like an extra spoke, so I can also like put my pants in there. I think the problem is that the event start is random. It's not the same. It's not the same every time. So sometimes she's faster, sometimes she's slower, and that is what makes it so hard because you can't really remember the specific setup. Oh, there's sideways, there's side by side. Yeah, usually what happens. One thing that I think is a bit of a game design flaw is when you have hard difficulty, close races, you don't get any reputation, right? Like it's de-incentivizing you having fun, right? You play on easy, you get a proper distance between yours, and then you get a more reputation. Yeah, you have legit sponsors for illegal street races. Makes sense. Sometimes you wish it become reality. Yeah, you wake up next to someone and you're like, oh, that's what she looks like. Oops, that probably blew the event. Nice driving, Supra. One thing that is always super obvious to me, there's so much elevation changes in this game, even when you're not in the heights. It's a really exciting map to race on. You would compare it to Heat, which is like perfectly flat in the city. While it is more realistic, it's also less interesting. Like something can be inspired by something and still being completely different in some ways. That was weird. Running wheels, Echo Tech. I'm feeling the Z tonight. Look how happy it looks. It's like this evil laughter. This Nissan knows something you don't. Now he's sad. Now he's happy again. Very happy. Number plate walks all the way down there, it starts looking weird. A wheel spin. It actually feels quite natural in this game. I'm so excited. Ah, so close. You don't remember this part of the city in the slightest. The thing is, it's the last part. It's right at the end. I wouldn't be surprised if many people start playing the game and then stop somewhere in the middle because it's so tedious to get through everything. So it makes sense that, you know, that the last part of the game is the least played one. Nothing. Zero. I mean, nowadays Nintendo actually does a decent effort at bringing the old games to the new ones. But it also doesn't change the fact that people don't want to pay for it and they just download the games anyways. If anything, Nintendo just needs to accept that people are always gonna pirate their games. I had the same move as the other guy, but I got pushed into it. Most Wanted 2012 too. That would be the worst title ever, and probably the worst game too. Thanks for cleaning that up. Bro, I forgot about this one. When was that a thing? I totally forgot about this one.
やつに思い知らせてやれ。
You forgot we were playing the Japanese version. There you go. Discount Andrew Tate, threatening us again. I love the highway, it's so easy to max out the close call counter. Like, Pendulum is still banging pretty hard nowadays, but when you hear it for the first time, I think there's something very special about it. That first experience with drum and bass, and especially Pendulum, definitely stuck in my mind. It's one of the most hype moments in music for me, especially in video games. I said that overbright effect is pretty cool when you have like a double mouse bar. Oh, come on, there's a gunner sticking out. I honestly thought Pendulum is a UK band. They're Australian, really? I didn't know. Electronic rock band founded in 2002. Pendulum was originally formed in the city of Perth in Western Australia. Okay, cool. Didn't know. That car is nearly as ugly as Tess's. Rip. Is there a damage mod for this game? Not that I know. Chat, do you know a damage mod for Underground 2? I'm not really sure that can even be a thing, because it's probably a core game element that you would have to somehow implement. Exactly what I wanted. Fuck that flip phone. The easiest race in the game. Yeah, for a final race, it's not really that interesting. The improvement mod actually turns us down to 3 laps instead of 5, so it's a bit less grindy. It's Pontiac. Oops. Easy. Probably one of the most irrelevant boss cars and fights ever. Like, I keep forgetting it. Yes? Nice. GG. Alright, I'm out. Sleep tight, guys. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Something like this.